Hopefully we are now back. Hey, we're learning here at bearTV how to make a stream not suck. Hello, I'm cbear, and this is DJC again. Hopefully that fixed the problems. If it keeps it up, keep messaging me. I'll lower the quality again. And yeah, so DJC, I believe we're live. I have to refresh my other thing. You were going to make a point about something. I was concerned about my stream, so I don't remember what you were going to say, so educate all of us on TF2.
I wanted to break down this defensive positioning by MixUp a little bit. You can see right now they're at 54% Uber versus 8%. Numbers may be a little off there because of where we paused at. But cycle through the MixUp players for me as we go here. You can see Enigma's coming out of the spawn. He's on heavy. He's going to be rotating to the top of the point just because it's so hard to actually get a heavy dislodge from there once you're in. We see the other, the soldier TLR building aggressively on the ramp, the pretty standard positioning with Pure right behind him. We see Ruin on the sniper. They know that the advantage is about 50%, so that's about 20 seconds, and that's going to be a lot of waiting for LG right now because they're at 50%. They have 20 seconds to get there, and that means they're going to be in the lobby. They're going to be on CP2 for a very long time. Ruin's going to have a lot of angles to take here. I can see a million XTV all over your goddamn stream, cbear.
What the fuck? Okay, that's apparently part of the XTV HUD that I took off immediately after installing because it's awful. And there you go, guys. EXTVs everywhere. That's great. That's God damn it. Well, I did post an announcement on the EXTV thing, so there you go, EXTV. It's everywhere. You can't escape it. Yeah, okay.
So you can see Ruin's in position where even if he misses his shots here, even if the Uber comes in from LG, Ruin can rotate back to spawn pretty easily. And of course, Harblu up on the shed, just watching over the right side with the stickies there, the support from Platinum in case Dave AC bombs in. They have pretty much the standard Snakewater setup. So at some point during the next 20 seconds, LG are going to look at this, and they're going to see this, and they're going to try and break down how they get in. They have 20 seconds of Uber advantage, which means they can kind of dick around a little bit once they actually get the Uber, and still be capable of coming in. It'll be really interesting to see what they do to attack this time.
I'm ready to see as well. We're going to have a little bit of time, like you said, before it goes live, so you ready to unpause, my friend?
I'm ready, good sir.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go! As the EXTVs are making me chuckle like a wee schoolgirl! You're very funny. Yeah, so we're gonna have the full setup here, like DJC said. We're gonna see how LG attacks it here. Maybe they'll have a more full buff push ready to go here as the Uber's approaching 80%. Dave is ready to do his thing. Go ahead.
They haven't really scouted this out yet either. Nobody on LG has gotten any information, which is pretty bad, honestly. You want to know, there is a scout who just peeked now. He can't see everything, but he at least sees the heavy, the sniper. The sniper is rotated, the pop comes, but Banny gets headshot instantly by Ruin. That's going to hurt this fight a lot. You can see getting Banny out of the fight. Nobody has died yet with this Uber. It took that long to kill Enigma, and that's a full wipe for LG. Wow. It's the same theory as Harblu's spy play. If you take Banny out of the fight instantly, then where's the damage going to come from? There are good players on LG who can do that damage, but without Banny, nobody actually died until Enigma. Pure did go down in that fight, so Shade is going to have a slight, very, very slight advantage here, but he's not going to be able to build too aggressively. In fact, Pure is only about 4% behind, so this won't matter at all.
Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible push. Like you said, not being able to see what's going on, you have to react with the Uber. Hero got a lot of it, and he's like pistoling down a heavy with the Uber. That's not efficient DPS at all. Looking over at the Uber percentage, like you said, Pure doesn't have an advantage. Brad, 10% behind, though, where they sent in a double bomb action, actually, well, a Hero and a bomb, and it didn't work out because they're going to get cleaned up. Sizer's going to go down as well, so Banny and Shade are now going to get on their horsies and get out of mid if they can. There's Dave on the flank as he's able to drop Ruin. It's like, hey, there's a scout here. I'll just kill him easy. And now Banny's on middle, trying to do everything he can. So confident in his play. Probably should have, like, if a regular demo would have been at their 2 at this point, but he's here. He's making frags here with his medic, who does go down, so maybe a mistake there by Banny. They're going to force the pop here. They're going to need to make something happen as far as LG's Uber, or I'm sorry, MixUp's Uber here. Banny goes down. They need to get this point for sure. Brad is getting jumped right now by Lansky. Nice bomb by Thomas, and he's going to try to shoddy out of this. Kind of a sloppy, maybe little last minute of TF2 here. LG should have gotten out earlier, and they didn't. MixUp had a big Uber, huge Uber advantage, and they kind of bricked it as they got kind of owned. And now they're not going to get mid off of what they definitely should have.
The really standard counterplay from LG, when you're facing an Uber that has such an advantage on you, what they did was they sent Lansky and a scout, not entirely sure which scout that was through, it might have been a Sizer there, And as the Uber was pushing across point, Platinum was left alone capping. He thought he was in a really safe position, could get free spam on anyone. Turns out he was wrong. Lansky converged from one kitchen, Sizer from the other, and Plat went down instantly, denied them any capping ability. And as soon as the Uber was over, MixUp was left stranded on the enemy's lines, pretty much. We are going to see another Uber push come in here.
Uber again, so we'll see if fifth time is the charms.
Benny not going to get dropped this time. Actually jumps in, takes a really aggressive forward position on this shed. So hard to get him off of there, especially with the demo getting pressured so much. Platinum will go down. Benny just fires a stray sticky over to Pure that kills him as well. Pretty good push there, but it's pretty easy when you have an 80% Uber advantage or whatever that was.
Yeah, that was good. Again, not a full setup there. We did see Enigma come in as Pyro towards the end of that, but Banny getting all that buffage and all that healage, just a lot to deal with, especially when he hits his shots. We're going to watch here mid-fight number 6. See Platinum. His strat, I guess, is to fire that first sticky, then get the health pack, which I don't know. Got caught last time I saw him do that with Banny sticky, but able to get some damage off this time. Both demos really evenly matched so far, I've seen. I'm going to back my free camp into the wall like an idiot. Red bomb, nice damage onto that scout here. Here comes Big Dave. Not going to go behind this time. He's going for damage. Did quite a bit as scouts are going to clean it up. Sizer, I got to find the brown cam. Look at that. I missed some of the action, but he got 3 here. But Ruin is kind of counter with some play of his own. Ruin onto Shade. He's going to have Enigma here to help him. He's going to go down. Where's Enigma? There he is. Oh, the 1-2 punch. Enigma and Ruin able to drop Shade. And Enigma's going to run away and try to grab a health pack here. He's fighting Hero. We're going to see a Hero's perspective. Enigma doing his best Dave AC impression, grabbing every health pack. Hero's low. Enigma and Ruin turn a looked to be a huge loss in mid all the way around, so another instance of mix-up scouts being just amazing.
Yeah, pretty fantastic play there from them. Dave AC is actually pretty much the catalyst for success so far for LG. Every middle, he's doing so much. He's either distracting and really altering Mix-Up's position, or he just does so much damage on his initial bomb. He focused down Platinum there. If Platinum's out of the fight, big damage dealer gone for Mix-Up, especially if they've already bombed in Harblue. That means that Platinum isn't there to support Harblue's damage, which will work out really poorly for Mix-Up in pretty much every circumstance. We do see some even Ubers here, though, thanks to the fantastic scout play out of Ruin and Enigma. Sizer also having a pretty great mid there.
I think all 4 scouts are playing really well in this game. We can talk about that after as we do some LAN preview stuff about what to expect out of LG. That big process match where they show they have certainly a chance of beating Mix-Up, which none of us really thought coming into it. As I see EXTV everywhere, DJC. The EXTV HUD is a very powerful HUD, as there is definitely an EXTV right there. Yow! Hello!
It's infested your computer. It's like a nice Halloween haunting for you. Just coming one day too late. AC is going to make a pick onto Enigma here, and that does force Mix-Up's hand. They back it up to middle. Pretty defensive positioning, knowing their flank is a bit weak and that LG could easily thrust some heals over there. Push down the remaining Scout and Harblue. Looks like Mix-Up do just want to wait for that spawn, and LG understand that the spawn is just too slow for them to take any real advantage of this. They wanted to push, they stepped forward, but they saw that the defense was too far back, so they decided not to. But here comes Harblue's moment to shine. Yep. He's either going to come in as, he's actually just going to leave this off. Banny going for the air pipes, completely whiffs on his rockets and gets taken down. But that did force Shade out of position, but the only one taking any damage here is Ruin. Ruin actually on 40, the Ubers pop from LG out of the sawmill. Good sticky juggling coming out from Platinum, and here comes the bomb from Tyler. Actually will take down Sizer, who was expecting a flash at the end of that Uber. Now Lansky is kind of caught out too. Platinum coming in with the cleanup damage. Benny is going to get TLR out of the fight. Scout is just plus 40 on a Pure right now. Maybe not the best of decisions. The sticky defense comes out from Platinum and will keep his medic alive. It feels like in that situation you want to be focusing on the combat classes.
Jeez. LG's just sitting there like, 2v20, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that was a pretty cool. Lansky got out Ubered there by Tyler, as Shade is going to get caught out at the end of that as well. That lack of, they had to move back earlier, I guess, the point was there, and Harblue's kind of not good bomb turned into an easy win there for Mix-Up. So Harblue, even when he does nothing, does quite a bit in a weird way. Dave AC is going to go down as well, so we're going to see Mix-Up push with a huge advantage here. We're going to see if they're ready to go right in, and I think they are, as Enigma's going to go in, probably going to get Ubered. He drops Banny right away, so that's a pick worth $1 million. Are they even going to try to stop this? They are. They're going to drop. Sizer doing quite a bit on the point there, but he's going to get sticked and scattered and crit away, and we have a 3-3 scrim here, which feels like kind of like a match. You can tell, even by the stalemating DJC, both teams really want to win this. Like a lot. More than you would expect out of just a scrim.
Did see a small mistake from Benny there. It looks like he just kind of misjudged the time. He figured Mix-Up would be waiting a bit longer for the push, so he stepped really aggressively forward on that right side to try and throw some stickies and get an early pop off. He did get the pop, but he took himself down so low that it didn't matter. We are on to the 7th middle here in this 3-3 game. The quick aggression out of Dave AC actually will get ruined down, and here comes Dave's secondary bomb onto Pier, gets a nice first rocket onto him, and the second will finish him off. And MixUp's positioning just so badly affected by this. Platinum actually has a player right behind him, inside of him, that he could not see, but the scout for MixUp actually comes in and does a little work here. And here comes the Soldier. TLR with the last second, the last gasp rocket takes down Shade, and that will swing Uber advantage pretty heavily in MixUp's favor here, as Shade has a 13-second spawn timer.
Yeah, we see my stream chat. Shanny1213 picked it out. Banny with a sticky right on Platinum's feet as he got out the door, so that wall hack from Banny. Knowing where Plat's going to be, puts a sticky before Plat can even get there, and Plat probably is the second fastest demo at this point. It's just Banny doesn't really screw up his jumps ever, and on this map there are a lot of ramp slides that you can do for extra speed, and Banny hits all of them, so he's very good and very, very fast, and that's a big part of it. He was significantly weaker was Platinum, and Dave was able to come in and cause a distraction, and Banny plus forwarded, and was able to win the mid, though. Pure does have a 30% advantage here as MixUp holds 2.
It's interesting to see what they do with a 30% advantage. They do have to move through some pretty, I don't know, hazardous areas here, 2 tight choke points. There is a Soldier that would be hard blue, obviously leading into the sawmill, getting aggressive, but this is time ticking away on that Uber advantage. MixUp actually not going to be able to push off of this at all. Hard blue is just probing, trying to see what he could find, backs it up onto 2, and they're going to make LG push. Maybe they'd rather defend than push here. They know that the circumstances, the terrain, just a little better on second than they are when you're pushing uphill into mid.
Thrilly Poo says, this John Cutter guy is rude. Hello, we met DJC, Thrill. It's good to meet you. It's DJC. That's not a rude guy, isn't it?
I haven't been rude tonight at all, cbear.
You know, like, what I want to see, other than more EXTV logos everywhere, is more, like, pushing in between Ubers. That's what MixUp's kind of famous for. I don't know if they're trying something different in this scrim, but it feels kind of like a match right now. It's like, well, we can't push, you know, we're going to just kind of wait around here. It's like, I would expect them to try to make a play, and one of the 2 sides try to make a play here. We're just kind of poking each other and spamming. I feel like this is I-46 DJC plus a Lansky.
I feel like a lot of this is just coming down to scouting each other out for land. They're not playing each other in round 1, so they're fine with scrimming. But at the same time, scrimming is going to get them a lot of valuable information. I don't think any team wants to give away their secret strategies here. Although LD did just lose Hero trying to make an aggressive play there, and that should be MixUp's opportunity to push, but Banny is there throwing the stickies down
sniper
in this tight little area, and Harblu gets dropped there. No Uber coming for him. Honestly, probably a smart decision. Harblu not really going to matter. If that Uber gets popped, Harblu's not going to be able to get the force off just because of the position, but that means LG will push in. The Ubers come, and the counter will come as well. Platinum with a very smart play to just jump away instantly as Soldier jumps in. I think that's Dave AC flying in late to the fight. Missed his jump a little bit as the scouts converge, Ruin and Platinum down. Sizer and Banny are in doing very aggressive work here, just teaming up inside the lobby. Pure is on 11 HP, given the jukes to Hero, but could not survive any longer. Harblu's the only one alive. Gotta see if he makes a play here, if he's gonna go defend last. He scouts it out for his team, knows where Banny's coming from, just jumps away to safety, but here comes the bomb from LG. Soldier on the point with the sticky support. Harblu gets some nice rockets though, and Platinum is alive, throwing those desperation last gasp pipes. Nothing will come of it though, and LG will take it, making it 4-3 as TLR and Pure get the late spawns there.
I know we oftentimes are accused of doing things to Banny, such as sucking his dick, but I watched mostly his POV during that push. Just the composure during that entire thing. He was so concentrated on keeping Tyler away from his medic, just left a sticky there and just waited for him to jump onto it. It's really cool stuff. As I'm now in mid here, still watching Banny's POV, so maybe I do suck his dick a little bit too much, but he's really good at games, and I like that about him. He's going to do quite a bit of damage, just hanging out at 60 health, not a problem. It's actually going to cost him his life as Ruin comes in. MixUp flooding into the point here. They want to win this scrim badly, apparently, and they're just going to crush it. Shade is now trying to fight for his life. He's going for Brad here. Will Shade get the kill? Absolutely no. 0% chance of that happening, as Brad is fine. LG is wiped. Ruin the only casualty, and they're going to push on a 2 DJC, and LG's definitely going to be trying to guard last. We're going to see what kind of turtling shenanigans they come up with. Maybe a chance to hold last. We do see Hero sniping.
You did see LG kind of committed the cardinal sin on mid there. The worst thing you can do in TF2 is be best friends and hold each other's hands on middle. They were all clumped up on that shack, so any damage done to one was done to the other, but here comes the pop through the shutter door. The stickies will launch. TLR up into the sky, but look at the point presence from MixUp. What the hell did LG just do? They all just kind of walked into spawn. We have guests over. I mean... I'm a really passive person, and I'm kind of scared of the intruders here. So you guys can just have the living room, have the kitchen too. I'll go sit in my bedroom.
I was reading the stream chat, expecting just to click through that fight while you were talking a little bit, and then they were talking about you and my great friend, my great e-friend Reef, and the sexual experience you guys were gonna have together after your drunk rant that one night. And I don't think that ever happened, guys. Unfortunately, DJC did not get it in, as we are in mid-fight here. Call it number 9, the all-important mid-fight. And it's gonna go LG's way early. Pure is gonna go down. Tyler already dead. I'm gonna see the cleanup frags here. Broth Mother. Enigma goes down. Only Platinum remains, and he's on his horse. It's not really a horse. He's like riding a donkey back to spawn. Like, this sucks. I don't want to lose a scrim to LG. I hate those guys. They might if they're not careful, but LG's going to have one of those really awesome Uber pushes versus nothing at last. Will they be able to succeed and win?
I feel like we should just sit here and stare at this push and try to analyze every
single thing.
You want to pause
it? You want to pause it and analyze the hell out of it?
After it happens.
Yeah, after it happens, okay. Yeah. Take your predictions in chat. Will LG win with this huge advantage pushing into last? They are going to go underneath.
The lower push. Scout demo Uber.
Oh god.
Maybe not the best thing. They're gonna get the sentry quickly. MixUp actually all rotating to spawn, but they're doing a quick move out the other side. Soldier bombs onto the point. They send both scouts to it, but look how much focus they're putting on a pure, very bad mistake there. There are still combat classes alive. It's 3v3 right now. Shade is alive, healing his team up. Harbaloo and Enigma versus Lansky, Dave AC and Shade. Dave will go down quickly. It's just a combo alive for LG right now. Shade going to the point to try and bait it. Lansky cannot get enough damage out. Both soldiers and Scout alive. Lansky with a nice pick on the TLR at the end of the fight. But it's not enough. Let's pause that up.
Okay, pause it. 3, 2, 1, pause. Oh, that's not the pause button. There it is.
Oh, dear.
Okay, that was that push. Would have worked, I think, if they got on the point earlier. If they, like, when they pushed him into spawn, if Sizer, instead of being Ubered, shoving them, if he went to point instead. I know he was the one getting Ubered, but, man, like, you have to assume when they have that much time to set up, they're going to have the stuff that requires demo or 2-soldier Uber to do quite a bit of burst damage right away. I mean, Sizer, I don't think got anything done with that Uber, but they stayed alive so long that they got killed by respawners, DJC. That's crazy.
Yeah, let's compare that push to what MixUp did last time. Everyone in LG walked into spawn, and MixUp said, what the hell did you just do? Let's just take this point and win. And when LG were faced with that very same circumstance where they saw 6 people suddenly disappear behind a shutter door, they said, let's camp the spawn door and wait for them to come back out, even though they're clearly going the other way. And when they did come out, when MixUp were back in the fight, everyone for LG was like, oh god, we have to kill Pure because he might get Uber soon. I don't think he was actually anywhere near Uber when they shot him, despite the fact that there was a fight going on the point. The point was so capped that even like one frag there extra could have let MixUp take more point presence, more cap time. Look at how far it's capped right now at the tail end of this fight, just from like Lansky staying alive and staying on that with Shade baiting. If they had had one more pick, that goes LG's way. It's a 5-4, it's a win. Someone on MixUp probably starts crying and screaming that they lost to their mortal enemies.
And Banny is happy as he's ever been in his life after that win. Yeah. I don't know, I just gotta say, you gotta be more, when you're fighting, like, right next to the spawn door. I mean, they are, like, right here where my camera is. They're, like, you know, to the right in the spawn door. You can't really stay there because you'll get killed by the respawners. It's just a matter of time. I don't know. I will give everyone that needs admin right after this is over. So for you guys who think you should have admin, like Reeth and Shanba, just chill, and I'll give you admins. Calm down. Jesus Christ, okay? We're on pause.
Resume,
yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. We're back. I've got a feeling, DJC, I left before this game actually finished because I had to go to work this morning. But I gotta say, this went on for a long time. Like this part right here, like just sitting here like idiots. And I'm not looking forward to it.
Open up the demo UI to see just how long it went on, and the number actually doesn't display because we're over the 1 hour mark for this demo. So I don't have
oh shit! Oh shit! Don't! Stop! Pause! Oh god, what am I doing?
What the fuck is he back?
I fucking... Are you watching the stream?
I have it open. Yeah.
Watch what happens. Okay, I fucked it up, and I meant it goes 600%.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
Okay, I'm at 253,837. I lost composure for sure. I was freaking out, man. I didn't know what to do. I started trying to pull the bar back to, Oh, that's so bad. Okay, it's first time.
You're stupid. Honestly.
Jesus Christ.
I'm ready to go when you're ready.
Are you close to me?
I'm at the same exact tick you are.
Damn, how much better is DJC than cbear, man? That guy's shit. Okay,
Lord.
3, 2, 1, go. You didn't see anything, okay? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Ruin on sniper here. LG going with the standard lineup. And they've got actually going for the NG play. He's built his sentry gun in front of the truck here. It shuts down a lower push because if you peek on lower, it's going to fire on you. And unless you have Banny there with the push, that sentry is going to be really hard to take down because of the long-range rocket spam. Especially because LG, this is actually really smart that they're using sentries here as the defense because LG have always been Ubering a scout +1. And against a sentry, a scout does fuck all, pretty much.
Oh, Paul's gonna get him! Okay, so...
actually goes down.
Is he gonna get out of here alive? Whoa! Sneaky Sizer just backs right out the door, easy. And now we're gonna see a push, maybe, after that? Lansky's in, trying to do something, but... Oh my god, Lansky just took 5,000 points of damage, and he's gonna have to back off. Sentry gun is very much so level 3. Banny's dropping, rainbow pipes onto him, making it rain damage. Not enough to deal with Sentry. And now we're just going to reset here. I'm kind of afraid DJC this is going to go on for a while, but maybe we'll just make it 600 like idiots. And by idiots, I mean idiot. And yeah, okay.
Well, I do have a Highlander scrim to go to in about 45 minutes. It's quicker than that.
I'll cast that too, baby. We'll make bearTV all night. Woo!
Ruin is on sniper here, trying to find a good angle, trying to rotate. They need information on where LG is from so that Ruin can know where to peek. He's looking lower right now, expects the same push. Pure actually staring at a crate when I switched over to his pod with his needles out. But Banny takes a body shot, might slow down the push a little. My throat. You take it over, cbear.
Are you okay? Not only are you like coughing, but it sounds like you're getting choked up, like you're watching something really emotional, like a... I don't know, some like made-for-TV movie that's really sad. Or
just get to
like
me
Hallmark
deep
commercial.
inside.
Alright, it's gonna be okay, alright? Sal's in chat, he will hug you and make it better. His lack of manliness without a beard.
You don't want
right.
that beardless, mustache-less, pedo-looking weirdo to touch me, cbear. Scout is actually going in right now, trying to make a play on the lower, but Sizer will get picked off there, going for the roamer pick. Not the most high... yield of play.
Yeah.
Hardblue actually trying to give up his life, though Sizer couldn't kill him, but Hardblue got down to 47 HP there trying to make a play. Ruin is still on snipers, and we still have the level 3 sentry gun up. Ruin actually peeking really aggressively. Here comes the pistol spam and the pipes rolling in. Sizer is sitting in spawn right now, AFK. That's going to hurt LG's push. Oh, he does come out now.
He's messaging a lady on Steam. What's up, girls? I'm just scrimming, don't worry.
Talking to Klana Na right there, trying to get an IT sponsorship, a little bit more in that sponsorship. But Ruin is still on sniper, and you look for him to make the play here to try and change the tide of this fight. Because LG are just waiting. Actually, they're not waiting. They Uber Benny in. He sticky jumps into the sentry. We'll take it down. But look at how much of the Uber is already gone for LG. They have to back out on lower. They're all bunched up. Platinum is dead. The soldier is in the air. The mix-up Uber is popped, and TLR is badly out of position. Here comes Hardblue's spawn onto Banny. He takes him down to 81. Nothing loaded on Banny here, and in fact, LG have lost 2 players. Hero is still in on full health. Here comes the bomb onto him. Banny has the support spam coming in. Both soldiers actually bombing Hero to get him out of the fight. It works. He was kind of locking down an entire area there, and that soldier's going to get picked as well. Dave will trade with the roamer. Picks working out in Mixup's favor here, especially because of the aggressive positioning of LG, Banny, and Shade backing out through the Ches right there. We'll survive this.
The fromage, they've backed out through it.
Fromage.
Yes.
The man in retreat through liches. I forget French.
Good accent, buddy. Holy crap, unbelievable. You must have a beret on right now. That I thought that was going to go LG. Right, yeah, you're very. DJC always naked, always nude. Mental image. That's why we can't do dual webcams while we cast this, unless you wanna. I don't think Twitch John will let me stream DJC's ball set, unfortunately.
If he will, I will get a webcam instantly.
Yeah, I think the ladies will like that. Reef wants to see some.
I don't think
action.
any ladies really want to see a ball sack. I'm pretty sure the LG Ubers are going to come in here. Hopefully it's not ball sack quality. Flashing between the Demo Man and Scout once again. The mix-up counter will come, but Sizer is already dead. Hardblue spawning on a Pyro briefly is going to come back on the Soldier. The heavy push here But a heavy push out of defense, rather, is working out pretty well as Ruin will make a pick on the Lansky and survives. It's just Shade underneath. Enigma is chasing him, doing the mid-range plinking. Pulls out the pistol. Look at the dodging from Shade to stay alive for so long. And Enigma gets that pistol out, but Sizer comes in, cleans him up. MixUp to a point presence right now. Pure up to 40% Uber, and Shade is still down.
Wow, I just want to point out, Enigma had 4 Doms before the double revenge there at the end. Shade. Boy, Enigma's going nuts. Look at the points. He's putting on his Ruin shirt and pants and girl voice as Banny's going to push out here trying to make something happen. LG's got a crumbling right now, although they did push back 4 of them. I thought Banny was going to go down there, but as Banny tends to do, he stayed alive somehow. And actually, we're gaining... Pure did stay alive there, so no Uber advantage on the LG side. In fact, MixUp has the advantage, quite a significant one, but I doubt they'll be pushing out, as it looks like they're in the mood to just hold last and turtle like this is the most important scrim of their lives. As I see Harblue going in drop down. No, he's not. Never mind.
This might just be MixUp standard play if you have 50%. Pushing out of Snakewater last. There's so much ground to cover. LG are going to have a very defensive position. What are you really going to do with that 50% advantage if they just walk away? Sizer will die here. Might be a suicide. Might see a heavy push, some sniper play. Sizer has been off-classing a little more this season than in seasons past because of the absence of Mackie. Ruin is once again up on that sniper. Loves that play. Loves to run back and switch up to scout after his initial shots do not work out. Harblue knows he has plenty of time here to respawn. 15-second timer, but they have the sniper that's going to deny the right side push, and especially when Ruin gets a headshot onto Thomas Lansky. He is trying to span that sniper out, but I don't think LG are going to be able to push here without their pocket soldier alive.
Yeah, and we're going to see even more turtling action here as, you know, LG can't push without, with a huge advantage, much less this. To me, it's a tough point to push. Snakewater is known as a hard point to push. Most of these newer non-Valve maps have that constant theme, really hard last to push, but LG's in-game theory of pushing last seems kind of flawed here, as we do see Lansky going spy, DJC. Uh-oh.
We're going to have to watch Lansky's spy play. He's got the cloak and dagger, can sit in one spot forever. This is a Harblue play. Maybe Lansky saw him do it a few times and picked it up. He's just giving information right now, waiting for his cloak to recharge. Only about 4 bars at the moment. He's trying desperately to get in a position, but it just takes so long. The bad thing about spy plays is they're so long developing. He's going for the demo here. He's actually peeking in right now, but Banny is down. Even if Plat dies here, this is a what the hell? Why did you just run forward, Platinum? Good lord, that was way to watch.
Are you kidding? No one saw that on the team? Like, hey, Plat, there's some guy just running right up your ass right now. Not a big deal, though. I think he's... Oh, no, you're dead.
Hey, Plat, someone's trying to sodomize you right now in the valley. You might want to turn around.
Okay, well... Oh, there goes Lansky running into the sentry gun. He's still alive, but no, he's going to get ruined down here. And that's going to probably just call the push off. I mean, they're not going to do anything. Plat's already up. Banny's back up. David's hanging out with his boof. Banny goes down yet again, though. So dead Banny for a trade for Harblue. Harblue gets 2. Sorry, I missed that. As we're going to see the push on him on Shades right now. Sizer protecting his medic nicely. And that's 3 down momentarily, but there is a sentry gun at last. Lansky's coming back as soldier. We do see the Uber being popped by Dave. Got the force.
Yeah, fantastic force there by Dave. Stayed alive just long enough. Pure tried to surf it away with the mini surf. TLR is in aggressive on the second point here. Spots the scout. Trying to rotate through the sawmill. Get some good damage on a Banny here. Actually, will get taken down. Banny only down to 62 HP, and Tyler could not get that shoddy off at the end.
Yeah, so here we go, DJC. Time yet again for a huge advantage push. Tyler's not going to be up for 5 seconds. The pop is in, but the gun is doing a ton right now as I'm going to flail my cameraman skills awfully here. We can see if Harblue can make something happen. He gets pinned way up in the air. LG has to win this, don't they? TLR is back in. Banny is throwing pipes, but...
He's going to get on the point. Ruin does have a full buff. Scout is dancing on the point. Here comes TLR. Walks onto it as well. Ruin is still alive.
He
Good
took
lord.
440 damage. He's up to 10 health. But he's going to be fine now. Sizer gets killed off, and they're going to back off the side from DJC. We want someone to win. Somehow LG didn't win that one, though. The gun did quite a bit in the beginning to stall out the Uber part. And then they scattered well. The heavy came in. Tyler got some damage on the respawn, and that was kind of it. But definitely LG should have won that one, as now they're on the back foot. Shade gets hit by a rocket. Now he's going to get pushed back. Here comes the Uber being popped. Banny is going to go down. I'm switching over to the Shade cam. Actually, yeah, Shade is going to get out at 80% Uber. He's looking back for his team here. He's going to catch up with Dave, or sorry, that's probably Lansky there is pocketing. Oh my god, she's getting chased by a stick. Lansky gets the shatty kill, and they're going to go back in with this, and we're going to see a Lansky Uber here, and we're going to see what he can do, I guess. Yeah, Shade's saying you're going to go in right now. They wasted a little bit too much time and gave up the cap, and Lansky's wasting all of his Uber, killing a scout. That's Enigma doing quite a good job of dodging damage. Here comes Blue right back in. They definitely don't have Uber 30%, as we can see. Lansky with a nice frag on a Tyler, drops down. He's going to try to get Pure. Yes, he gets him with the rocket. Thomas, Lansky, the stick for 3. Huge play by Lansky, but Ruin, Platt and Ruin on this, while that was happening, we're able to clean up on the second point here. LG's back. Pure is dead. Shade getting an advantage, so some stalemating, but some pretty fun little fights there. Big play by Lansky.
Yeah, that Uber was just so delayed. It let MixUp get the point, which helped their spawns out of it, which meant that Platt and a soldier were there to help defend the point. Banny is not in this fight right now, so I'd like to see if MixUp even put any effort towards contesting this. You can see there is a scout on it. Here comes TLR as the backup. Jumps, sees that Banny has no heals, spamming on the lower right now. Gotta watch Dave AC, though. He's coming through the Samo, gets spotted out by the soldier, but I think he still wants to make this play. 1v1ing, actually shoots the rocket into the wall. The classic roamer play is forced back to mid. And Banny the only pick, but it's a rather large one. Looks like MixUp want to push through the lower. Ruin has full buff onto the soldier, forces the Uber. Lansky gets dropped. They're going to be a double scout Uber in for the lower. Pure has to kite this for a good 8 seconds to get his Uber up. 4 of them have eroded. Harblue actually going to get out as well with some nice rocket jumps. Are they going to repush here? MixUp.
They really early on there.
Oh, wow, they actually get there just in time. 0.1 seconds away, and TLR is just throwing direct rockets at everyone. Any red person who comes into his view is going to eat a direct. Benny is in lower right now, but here comes TLR's jump. He knows no heals right now, but he eats a solid pipe and a nice meat shot from Sizer. But here comes Ruin for the defense. This is the longest fight in the history of video games. The pistol comes out. Platinum will get the kill on the Banny as that eats him up, and then Platinum with the air shot too.
I got that one too. Feels good when you do something right as cameraman. Look at that one. Yeah, air shots. Oh, I love it. That was really fun. Yeah, Guinness Book of World Records, longest fight ever, and where we stand now is basically where we started. Not a lot has been resolved. Ruin is pushing middle here, but he's got a big brown wall in front of him. It might be Chad. I don't know how to tell them apart right now. Big fight gonna go on here as middle. As this fight took a little bit of a inhale, but we're going right back at it here. Both sides fighting over the midpoint now. Kind of a mid fight. There's Shade, a million miles in the air, and he's gonna go down here, switching over to Platinum. He's gonna watch as his team pushes forward. They're down 2. Both teams are, but they do have heals on blue. Banny is gonna get picked up here. Uber is going to be popped here as the soldier jumps in. Lansky, will he get out? No, he's done. We're going to go over to find the Brown. Brown is running around up top, gets spotted off here. I think he's on his side, so he's going to catch up here. Fight versus a buff scout. Look at Sizer! Wow, he's going to push him all the way up into the window that he jumped down from. Time limit going to 0, so these teams are into it.
Oh,
I missed it.
Yeah, Dave AC came in the middle, hit a nice rocket jump. Harblue was there, but Pure was just a little bit kind of not out of position, but in the position that was the worst possible for the jump that Dave made. Platt will pick Sizer there, but that's not really going to deter LG's aggression. I think Platt is jumping back in the middle, spamming out Banny through the Samo, but Banny's going to get buffed up and come right back in. He sees that there's a few players up top, but the Scout's just rushing in on Shade. Does good damage to him, takes him down to about 18 life there, but Shade will stay alive. We'll get that health back spawn shortly. Banny's pushing forward, gets a nice sticky on a TLR to take him down. Health is really bad on LG right now. You can see that MixUp did a ton of damage there, just could not clean anybody up.
Yeah, someone's commenting, Short Circuit 1337, you're elite, brah. Saying I hit tab too much. Sorry, man. Like, I need to know who's up and who's not and what's going on here. It helps if anyone... I hit tab a lot to see if anyone's going weird classes or anything. So much casting makes it happen. Yeah, lower. Forced. Big time. Really? But yeah, sorry. If you don't like that, I'll try to stop, but it's like big time muscle memory force and habit thing.
Yeah. Shade did have to pop there. Did get an Uber saw hit after, so it's not going to hurt them much. In fact, it's not going to hurt them at all. They have a 45% Uber advantage right now. Pure is not spawned. LG trying to push it into last. The spawns are going to come on top of them here. They'll get the pick on the room, but the heals are up for MixUp. Banny goes for Pure here instead of the combat classes. Might be a mistake out of LG. I know there's a lot of ticks left to go through in this demo. Here come the soldiers for MixUp. Hero is down. It's 3 versus 5. Please tell me LG don't botch this again.
Are you
They
kidding?
start going to the point now, but their health is so bad. Nobody with Vanny has overheals. Lansky is in, but TLR's going to hit 2 nice rockets on him. The Boston Basher comes out there, and he gets taken down by Sizer. Sizer with a nice double kill, but Pure is in on the point with the Ubersaw swinging, and Harblue is alive. Comes in right now, the second longest fight in world history.
Are you
Harblue's
kidding
doing
me?
a
Are they
ton
not
of
going to
damage.
get this somehow?
James
On the point, he has to get it. No, Benny, yes. Okay. Wow, that fight was nuts. So I didn't think LG was going to get it for a second when Brad was there swanging away. But as we stand here, they continued on to play 2 more maps, which we are definitely not going to cast. I believe they were much worse games. That was a really good game. That was really fun. Hey, is this going to go back to my screen? A haunted TF2 screen. So yeah, that's going to do it for the TF2 portion, but we're not done yet. We're going to keep it going here. We'll say another 10 minutes or so. We're going to take questions from the stream chat. Anything you guys want to ask about the game, about the LAN, about DJC's love life, and anything in between, we would love to answer them. But real quick, while you guys think of your questions, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I want bearTV to be, because this is the first episode. 270, hey, that's not bad. Thanks for joining us, by the way, guys. Fun. Eventually, Thursday night, I want to do a your demo type deal thing. So what that means is I'll give you guys some kind of a theme. For next week, I'm thinking I want to do something simple. Since most of you guys are in the off season at this point, we could do something like Badlands Middle. We do Badlands Middle next week, where you guys take a demo and of your team playing or you personally playing any role. I would prefer Source TV so we can kind of run around and take a look at stuff, but we can see sort of how the meta has evolved at different levels. Take a look at a high-level game, mid-level game, even a low-level game maybe, and we'll see how teams are playing it, maybe what a roamer does, what demo does, etc., etc. We'll go through it and have some fun. So yeah, send me your demos next week. I will put the info in the stream chat here in a second of where I'd like that to be sent, but it's cbearTV@gmail.com. Send me the demos or links to like a Meteor file upload of the demos, and then me and my hopeful team of nerds will sift through them. If you want to be extra, if you want an extra chance of me going to your demo and watching it, then you should definitely include ticks of when the mid fights on Badlands take place, so I can just go quickly to them and look at them without having to do it myself, because that sucks. Anyway, we'll go to questions now, friends. Oh, by the way, one more thing before we get to questions. Sunday, it's going to be LG, Tyrone, and me going over a POV demo or 2 of his. He was in the form of Lansky for this demo that we just watched, but Tyrone is, of course, still LG's pocket, and he's still awesome.